Today we are here to celebrate the legacy of Miss Gwendolyn Brooks, who was, if you don't already know, really like the godmother, the genesis of so much that is creative and important about the cultural legacy of Chicago and beyond, and the legacy of poetry across America. She's truly one of the United States' most important poets ever to live, period. And so we're so lucky to be able to claim her right here. Now, when a lot of people think about Gwendolyn Brooks, they think about the fancy parts of her career, like the fact that she won a Pulitzer Prize, which is one of the most distinguished prizes that you can win as a writer. Maybe we have some future Pulitzer Prize winners in here, we don't know. But she also was the Illinois Poet Laureate, which, if you don't know, is kind of like being the boss poet of the state or of the country, right? It means that you're in charge of all the other poets. You're like the OG poet. And so she was fancy, but what a lot of people don't realize is just as important a part of her legacy was how much she deeply loved and respected children and believed in the importance of children as creators and writers and young people as creators and writers. And I personally, my own career and my life as a poet would not be possible without people like her and the example that she set. And so this is a really, really special day because we're celebrating that part of her that I might argue is really one of the most important parts, which is her legacy as someone who uplifted the voice of young people.
Skipping in my yard. It solves all my mysteries. No fears and no stress. I am finally free now in the hot sun of summer.
The Gwendolyn Brooks Youth Poetry Award is something that Miss Brooks began when she was Illinois Poet Laureate, and it's a competition that she ran on her own because of her enthusiasm and support of young poets for 30 years. So it's an honor to partner with Illinois Humanities and revive this competition.
She was very deliberate in every aspect of the program. What did she look for in a poem, for example? In her own words, she looked for, quote, vitality, language surprises, bright contemporaneity, yay, I pronounced it, technical excellence, and evidence of suitability for the long haul. But, she added, poems did not require all such virtues in combination. Thank God for that. She cast a decidedly wide net. The contest had to be K through 12, and it had to be statewide. She celebrated the beautifully and carefully crafted, the imaginative, playful, and even goofy, as well as the serious and social-minded. There was room for everyone under the tent that she created.
America. America known as the land of the free. America, the land of the not so free. America, she sees what she wants to see. America, do you see the systematic inequality that is displayed throughout the justice system? America, do you see the manipulation of the Second Amendment, the right to bear arms, and how it is plaguing our communities because of ineffective gun laws? America, do you see how the police are utilizing these same guns and are killing black men, black women, and black children freely with no threat is posed? America, did you see that black men are more likely to receive harsher punishment for the same offense than their white counterparts? America, do you see women are treated like second-class citizens? America, do you see that over 13 million children experience hunger daily? America, do you know that you are in the land of the free? However, your liberation is not fair and equitable? America, do you see me?
I am so excited about this second year of GBYPA. I think that it is critical that that young people read about the worlds in them and around them. And I think it is also critical for them to be able to speak those truths that they find in what they've read and in what they have experienced. And so everything that allows young people to do that is another step forward in having a more sane society.
Violence. It grips us with hands that are soothing and cold. It comes over us abruptly with no remorse. A first responder that fans the flames instead of putting them out. It is a relief and a terror for both the possessor and the beholder. It separates monsters from men and men from God. The check on humanity and its power, but the bane of its existence. The driving force behind the fight for equality and the exact reason it will not be obtained. The solver of issues and instigator of more. A world without violence is a world without sin. But these are both fairy tales until the ultimate change is upon us. Until then, we'll continue to pursue the light while unwittingly leaving darkness in our wake.
We real cool, the pool players, 7 at the Golden Shovel. We real cool, we left school, we lurk late, we strike straight, we sing sin, we thin gin, we jazz June, we die soon.